Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my Let's Plays of Total War. This is actually the first one that I'm going to be filming in my little series of all the different eras of Total War here. So as you can see, Medieval 2, we're going to continue on with our tradition of playing the hardest difficulty. This one does not have Legendary, so that isn't really all that different. So we're just going to not use save files properly here. We're going to pick ourselves the Holy Roman Empire. They're the hardest faction in my opinion. Venice is a close contender for that, but they've actually got a really strong late game because of their advanced gunpowder units and all that other good stuff. The Holy Roman Empire has a really weird start. They're in debt basically at the start. They have no good units, and they don't get any good units later on, so they're kind of awkward. They've got really strong knights, these Gothic knights, but they don't really have the proper kind of infantry to hold back any sort of cavalry army, and they really lack the good archers and the good crossbowmen. So anyway, let's go load this up.
The Holy Roman Empire stretches across a vast expanse of Europe. Ruled over by the Emperor, who is crowned by the Pope himself, the Empire's influence is strong and far-reaching. From the moment that Charlemagne was crowned Emperor, the soldiers of the Reich have fought and died for victory. Yet war, even when waged by a holy empire, is still a brutal affair. It is the Germans who wield the most power in the Empire. Though it exists as a shadow of what once was, it will take a great general to lead the Empire to its former glory.
Alright, and that's the opening. For those of you wondering, it's the same no matter which faction you've picked. If I recall, as far as the animation goes, it just says a little different blurb about each of them. Alright. So here we are in the Holy Roman Empire, which is not holy, Roman, or an empire. But we've got all sorts of buildings scattered all sorts of over the place. And we've got a couple of these rebel settlements that we're going to want to take right away. So we're going to go to Nuremberg, where some famous trials happened, or will happen, or whichever. And we're going to go try and take over Prague. And Prague is going to be full of rebels here. You can see a couple of them here, but they've got some good units. And we've also got a spy over here. We could use him to spy on Prague. We've only got a 38% chance of success, though, and he's probably going to die if we try it. So instead, we're just going to go ahead and move our armies over here.
Today's journey is over.
And we're going to also support them a little bit with some infantry from, let's see here. Let's just move them this way.
Closing on the Reich's enemies.
Some extra infantry from Vienna. Now, if we look at our finances here, we're actually losing money every turn, so we need to do something to increase our revenue a little bit. Let's get Captain Marcus over here to attack Hamburg. That'll help us.
You, mein Kaiser. Ja, Kaiser. We lay siege at once. Is it time to assault the walls, Kaiser?
If I recall, where were the other rebels?
Daughter of the Reich.
Remember. We're going to send her over to scout a little bit here. And we're going to start looking at what kind of building... Oh, right, here's the other rebel settlement that we can get. So we're going to just grab up everybody except those peasants, and we're going to use them to besiege Florence.
The Reich marches to glory.
Let's get a couple rams.
Holy Kaiser. We have them
Siege.
besieged, mein Kaiser.
Now, Bologna, we have to reduce our taxes down to low. That's fine there. And we're going to build dirt roads here. And dirt roads are a great way to increase the speed that your units move. In case you didn't notice, your units move slowly in this game across this map. And the map is pretty big. It's down here. You can see this entire thing is inhabitable. lot of space. So we're going to go ahead and start just building roads in every single province that we own, since they only take a turn to build. I think one of our provinces up north already has one. Might be Frankfurt. Yeah, Frankfurt already has a road, so we're going to start the land clearance instead. And we're going to also build one in Vienna. Okay, so just a quick double check to make sure that we're building a road in, or building something in every single province. We want to be building constantly, preferably. Okay, good. And we also want to build extra troops in Bologna. So we're going to build 2 militia. Now, militia are nice because they're free upkeep when they're in a city. You can only build them in cities. You can't build them in a castle or anything like that. Let's see here. Innsbruck. Now, Innsbruck, I can't build them because that's a castle. I forgot about that. One of the things you can do, actually, is reduce that and convert this to a town, which takes 1 turn. And a town will increase our revenue from Innsbruck, but it will also change everything else. So we're going to go ahead and keep this as is for... Or no, let's go ahead and change it now already, and then build the road later. Now then, what we need to do now is try and get ourselves out of debt, and that involves manipulating taxes a little bit. So we can get Nuremberg, even though it's depleted in terms of garrison, up to much more profitable without risking any rebellion. As you can see, the yellow face here, that's unhappy, but not so unhappy that the people will rebel. So that's safe. It's not safe for very long, though, and it reduces our population growth. We're just going to be doing this until we get some of our key infrastructure down and are a bit more safe in that regard. So we also needed to get... I think I needed to take my general out of Frankfurt. And I think I needed to do it with just him. So let's get him to go help in Hamburg over there. Gonna get rid of these peasants here since they're not going to be doing anything to help us really. And let's just send our... Let's just send as many of our guys out to scout as possible.
Yeah,
if I shall go. I can also get... yeah, let's go ahead and get 2 of these guys in Frankfurt, and let's get a diplomat as well. Get 1 at a time, I guess. Okay, so I think that's everything that we're going to need for now. We want our garrison troops in each of these cities. Is that a merchant? Or, yeah, that's a merchant. Merchants are weird. They stand on these little resource nodes here, and the further away that is from your capital, the more money they make. Our capital is Frankfurt, way up here. Later on, it will change to Vienna when this changes to Austria, but for now, it's over there. And that will be that. We're not changing the tax rate on our castles because our castles do not actually have an adjustable tax rate. It's stuck at normal and you can't change it. What we can do, however, is look at our buildings here. As you can see, they've got a few buildings. A lot of them are based around unit construction and unit upgrades. We can still build better farms around the castles, but the cities are where you can make the big bucks. Here with the grain exchange, the leather tanner, and the things like the brothel. These are all very powerful for building up an economy. Also, we can upgrade the size of your city by upgrading the city walls. So once we've got enough money and going in for our city, we'll be doing that. So here we can see our projected profits. We still got a slight minus. In the end, we're making, or we're losing a couple hundred, or 200 basically, so that's perfectly acceptable. We'll end up getting the shortfall through trade. Here you can see the Venetians coming up to us and offering us
Our people
trade
have
rates
both
and
wise
map information.
and generous of you. Goodbye.
So we're going to go ahead and take that.
Pleasure.
And what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to start giving us trade agreements. We'll make some money if we take Magdeburg. Okay, which one's Magdeburg? Was that the north one? Prague. Oh crap, this is one of the ones I don't know where it is. Yeah. Okay, looks like we're going to have to take our Frankfurt force, and we're going to have to do something about that.
Combining troops.
What we can do is take over this place pretty quickly here. We can recruit these mercenary spearmen for like all of our money. Okay, and then attack Hamburg.
Kaiser, marching to battle.
What we might want to do here is just auto-resolve this. Let's give that a try, maybe. Since we only have one siege weapon, the thing is, like, the balance of power is so heavily in our favor that it's beneficial to just fight this automatically, because there's that small percent chance that they just automatically burn down our only siege weapon, which would suck. So we got a clear victory here, even though we've lost about similar men. We're going to go ahead and take this town.
At last, victory!
Lost a lot of knights in that engagement.
The Reich has
We're going to
conquered.
sack this settlement because we need the cash. And we're going to take Hamburg and we're going to add a road to it because that'll help our units move out of here, out to wherever the hell it is we're supposed to be going. Let's see here.
Orders, Kaiser!
Now we can
Safely start
moving
Kaiser.
most of this army
Kaiser.
over
Ja,
to
mein
where they were
Kaiser.
saying. It was,
Orders,
I'm pretty
Kaiser.
sure...
God's servant.
Let's see. Okay, we can use this guy to scout up
In
here.
God's name.
There's Magdeburg. It's
Continuing
got
tomorrow.
4 units.
Yeah?
We're going to
Kaiser.
also scout out with this guy.
Advance,
There's
Kaiser.
Breslau. It's another city we're going to take.
Mein
But for
Kaiser?
now,
Ja.
let's get these guys up to Prague.
Closing on the Reich's enemies. Ja,
The
Kaiser.
reason I'm building 2 of
Relay
these is
siege
that if
advance.
one of them gets burnt down,
Is it time
then we'll
to
have
assault?
another
Your
one that can
will.
go deal with that. The other things
March!
don't necessarily work all that well
Today's
to
journey is
break
over.
through a city's defenses. Breslau will be different. It doesn't have walls, so we don't have to worry about them as we head towards it. But we're going to move
Ja, mein Kaiser!
all of these guys over
Orders,
here
Kaiser.
up to Magdeburg and get
Ja,
ready to attack
Kaiser.
that. We'll have
Marching
our
to
general
battle.
move
Ja.
down to reinforce them.
We shall defeat them for you, mein Kaiser.
Okay, so this puts
We
Frankfurt
make camp
in
here.
an unhappy situation. And we can get another merchant, it looks like. Okay, let's reduce our tax rate to high. Magdeburg over here, we've got enough money actually to convert this to settlement, and I'm hoping... Oh no, wait, that's a large town. Well, we can do that. I'll take 2 turns. I think this means we don't have to repair it, but I'm not positive. Innsbruck is now a small town as well, which means that we'll be able to tax them. There we go. Looking at our happiness, Nuremberg is happy enough. Staufen, happy enough. Well, their castle, they can't be unhappy at this point in time. Low tax rate here, we can change it up to normal. So let's look at our new money situation. We're earning 647, positive numbers. That's a good thing. Up here, if I recall, we've got some mercenaries. So we're going to go look at our army here. Let's get rid of these guys. And let's
Kaiser!
double check to see if we can replenish anybody. It looks like we can, but we don't have enough money. So we're going to have to keep off of that for just a little bit. 1 turn ought to do. And
Orders,
looks
Kaiser!
like
Ja,
that will
Holy
be our
Kaiser.
turn for now. So what's our strategy at the early
Arrest
stage of
now,
this game
if you
here?
will,
Well,
Kaiser.
we need to consolidate our position pretty badly, but that doesn't mean I don't want to expand.
Mein
So we're
Kaiser.
going to keep taking
On my
territories, looking for opportunities for trade, and we're just going to keep scouting around as well. But most of all, what we want to do is make sure that we capture as many of these little rebel territories as possible. You can tell what a rebel territory is because it'll have this little flag over it, and it'll call it a rebel village. These villages are easier to take than normal ones, and the garrison in them is usually weaker as well. Let's see here.
Do
Our
you have a mission
diplomats
for
here,
me?
we're going to start sending over here. We're going to try and send them towards Paris, which is
At once,
actually probably
Kaiser.
a little bit south of here, but whatever. Let's see. Okay, I think that is good. The Danes are going to offer us a trade agreement, which is good.
Greetings! I come
Not
bearing
map
word for you
information, though.
today.
That's peculiar. Well, let's take
Many
that trade
thanks.
agreement.
Your time was most valuable. I bring
Hungarians
word
as
from my
well?
people, noble one. This is what you speak honorably, my lord.
Trade agreements in this game, as you can
Farewell.
see, really easy to get.
I bring word from my people.
People
Magnificent.
love
This
getting
was
trade
a
agreements
good
because they
day for
realize
our
it
peoples.
gives them a lot of money as well. So we can see rolling in the cash now. Gonna upgrade our road here and just start upgrading buildings wherever we can. We've now got some of these roads built. So what we can do now is start upgrading farms. Let's try and upgrade them in the cities though. So I think Vienna needed one. Yeah, let's go get the land clearance in Vienna. I think we need one in Bologna. Let's go ahead and get that. And that's, as you can see, all of our
Holy
money.
Kaiser!
These guys will surrender in 2 turns, so they'll sally out in pretty much next turn. Let's get rid of these
Ja,
guys.
mein Kaiser!
Actually. Normal, high. Yeah, okay, so we'll leave it at that and see what we can do here. As you can see, our profits have sort of gotten up to a reasonable level to a certain degree here. We're getting a lot from trade, which is sort of a lot of our income now. It's going to get higher, so we're going to keep looking for new trade partners.
Daughter of the Reich.
I think there might be someone down here. Yeah,
This
Milan.
Fräulein needs her rest.
Let's see if I can...
I'm prepared to approach the Ausländer. In what manner do I represent us?
I guess I can't get there quite. Let's have our scout
Eyes of the
search up here.
Like a shadow.
Okay, there's Stettin, which is hard to take. The Danes usually get that before I can.
Kaiser! We shall defeat
Let's
them for
go
you, mein Kaiser!
Take this place here.
Besieging settlement, Kaiser!
Ah, come on.
And let's get this
Yeah.
guy in reinforcement range
Closing on
here.
the Reich's
Let's
enemies.
just maintain siege with him.
Besieging settlement, Kaiser. The siege
Now the
continues,
potential problem
Kaiser.
would be if they attack my general
Kaiser.
over here instead of like my whole army. But
come
you
on.
know, that's the risk you sort of take when you're reinforcing like this. We also kind of want money so we can get our reinforcements or something through mercenaries. And after this, we might have enough money to build up a force in Magdeburg and push towards Stettin, but that's not necessarily likely. Okay, so that's all we can really do so far. As you can see, we're still not making enough money. I think actually I had a diplomat wandering around over
Mein
here.
Kaiser.
Let's get this guy
Ja, Kaiser.
going. Paris, I think, is somewhere like here or
At
some crap
once,
like that.
Kaiser.
I don't remember.
Ja, Kaiser.
Okay, let's just go that way.
No further today.
No, we're out of money. Perpetually. Oh, yeah.
Joining forces, Kaiser!
We come bearing word
Milan,
for you.
okay.
Both wise
Goodbye.
I was going to go
It
to
has
them
been
to
a
get a
pleasure.
trade agreement, but... Yeah, here they are. They're attacking my general. He's all by himself, but fortunately those reinforcing units will try and go reinforce them. Let's see. I don't want the computer dealing with this, so let's get into our first battle in medieval Total War.
Form up, men, and face the Kaiser's enemies.
Okay, let's run our general away here. What we want to do is get our general around to where the rest of his army can help him reinforce. I forgot there's no deployment button when the enemy sallies forth. Okay, actually I'm going a long way around this place for some reason. Now, as you can see, the camera is actually locked by default in this, so we can't look too far away from our units. And it looks like our opponent's mailed knights are going to catch up to our general, so we're going to charge in. Hopefully be able to beat them a little bit. Okay, so we got them to run away and we beat quite a bit of them. And we're gonna keep running our general away again. Yeah, it's taking us... Oh, nope, they're doing a repeated charge thing. Let's see. Now, mailed knights are a lot worse than a general's bodyguard. A general's bodyguard just has way more hit points. And they keep turning away like this, so we are getting free hits in. But they're still moving like faster than us, and are probably, all on the whole, doing a better job than us. Now it looks like we're gonna have to really run away here. I think we're not going to be able to make it away. These guys are just a little bit faster than us. The mailed knights are a little bit faster and a little bit more lightly armored than us, so we are, however, beating them, so that's a good thing. Our units are just so far away. Okay, we're down to 15 men. This game, sort of like Rome, does have a hit point system, so it does take units a little while before they start dying, and once they do, they sort of start dying quickly. Those town militia, I can't let them get too close to me. Okay.
This battle seems to be swinging towards the Empire.
Need to get out of here if we can. And again, we really need these reinforcements. If we can get rid of these last two mailed knights, though, we'll be in the clear as far as running away goes. Let's just zoom in a little bit here. Okay, and this should be the last one.
Enemy of the Reich lays dead at our feet.
Okay, so that's their general gone. Our general's about to be gone, though, if we don't get him out of there. Okay.
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong, and the enemy will be defeated.
So these peasants, you know, they're not actually all that good, but our general's quite weakened, so we don't want to be fighting this guy under these terms. Why is this unit stuck here? What's going on with you? I don't know, these guys are just stuck. Well, whatever. Okay, our units are getting pretty tired if I'm looking at this correctly. So we're gonna have to, yeah, tired, we're gonna have to march our units up and then stop them before we actually engage here. But it's far enough away that we're gonna increase the speed a little bit here. Okay, we've just started firing. Now, arrows actually look pretty neat in this one. But due to the hit point system, sort of like Total War in Rome, they don't look like they're doing a lot. But they sort of add up pretty quickly. Okay, let's get our own militia to charge these militia. Let's get these other militia to move around the flank. Looks like these guys have already routed on contact, basically.
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong, and the enemy will be
archers
defeated.
over there. We're gonna have to take them out here. Now, this game doesn't actually have a range indicator in the same way that the other game does. What it has instead is, if your unit is in range, you'll get a little flash
We
of
have
green.
broken the enemy army. Now it is time to crush the swine.
We're going to continue battle here. What we're going to do is send one of our units over here. And our general is going to get some nice experience points for killing these routing units. As you can see, he's already up to 3 chevrons. That's good. Our units are too tired, I think, to properly march after these guys. But you can just look at that experience we're gaining killing all these guys here. And this door is locked, it looks like, from the wrong angle, so they can't seem to get it open. That's a nice glitch. Okay, let's just get these guys to walk up here. Don't want them firing at our general. Now, units in this game don't seem to shatter in the same way. In fact, I'm not sure that units in this game can shatter. So we're just going to have to mop them up. In fact, you don't technically kill them when you're running them down like this. What happens is these guys end up getting caught as prisoners, which you can then ransom off for money, which is a nice feature in some ways, but in other ways is kind of exploity because of the amount of money you can get from it.
No one shall doubt that we are the victors on this day.
So all we have at the beginning here, these militia spearmen basically. We've got our general cavalry and some peasant archers. Really weak units. Lost 37 men though, most of them from our general's unit, which is unfortunate. Gonna have to find him a good place to try and recover his unit, but I can't remember how to
Kaiser,
recover
we have
general's units.
victory. Victory for the
1054
Holy Reich.
for looting this place. We're just gonna... yeah, let's sack it as well. Let's see. Candidate for adoption. Okay, this guy's not bad. Let's go ahead and take him. I happen to like Dread Generals quite a bit. Mission success. We've got 2,500 extra florins. As you can see, we've got a lot of money, and we've also got Bologna in a state of near revolt. That's probably because our governor over here... no. What's wrong with this place? Oh well, let's just change our taxes down to normal. That will fix it for now, but I'm not sure what their problem is. Okay, let's recruit one more of these guys. And we can start building a lot of nice things here. For example, in Vienna, we can queue up, before I forget to, the mines. The mines around Vienna are worth a lot of extra income. The mines from other places, like Innsbruck or wherever the hell actually has mines. I guess it's Bologna? Yeah, Bologna only have plus 200, so the ones around Vienna are really, really nice. But other than that, let's go for these sort of places. We want to still actually increase our population there, so we're going to upgrade that. We're going to go upgrade our area around Innsbruck, farms around Innsbruck. Nuremberg, I think we can upgrade the city size, so we're going to go ahead and do that. If you don't upgrade the city size of these places, they get squalor and it turns to shit pretty quickly. The mines here are not worth money at all, so they're terrible. We're going to get other things instead. Actually, no, we're going to start paying for other city stuff instead, since that place is pretty much as complete as you're going to want to get it. Going to get dirt roads here. Well, we control Magdeburg. We're going to get dirt roads there as well. Magdeburg, we're going to keep as a fortress for now. That's fine.
Forward!
And let's see what we can recruit here. Basically mounted sergeants. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I can get here. Looks like these guys from Poland may take over Breslau before we can get it.
Advance, Kaiser.
Bit of a shame since it's such an easy city to take, but they might actually move up north. I've seen them move up north to...
I shall go.
I forget what Stettin
Today's
instead,
journey
quite often.
ends here, Kaiser.
Let's see here. Vienna, how are you guys doing? We're going to go ahead and recruit the merchant of Vienna, since we've got money to spend. And looks like we've still got enough left over that we can indeed build something in Frankfurt. Or we could save the money for when we're doing other things. Now, the market chain in this building is a bit weird. It increases tradable goods, but it doesn't, strictly speaking, give you money by itself. if you don't have like trade income, then you don't really make any money off of it, so it's kind of a weird place. Now what I'm going to build instead is I'm going to actually start building our town guard here, because you do actually need to build the infantry from cities, whereas you build cavalry in forts, or at least that's my recollection of this game. This game is really weird as far as that all
Mein
goes.
Kaiser. Happily, mein
Okay, so
Kaiser.
nothing around Milan right
On
now.
my way. A fine day's journey.
An order, mein Kaiser. Ja,
Antwerp,
Kaiser.
okay,
No further today.
rebels. Let's see. No, I think we're good here. Yeah, I think this is enough for this turn. We aren't going to make anywhere near as much money next turn, so we're not going to worry about as many things. Sicilians, I guess you want to
come
trade.
bearing word for
Yes.
you. Both.
Okay.
Goodbye, Lord. It has been a pleasure.
Okay, so we got the Florentine rebels ready to sally forth and attack us. Our glorious Emperor, Emperor Heinrich the Chivalrous, with our 337 men. We should be able to handily beat these rebels.
March in the Kaiser's name. To battle.
We actually were just about at that point where I was going to assault, but I forgot to. Assaulting castles in Medieval 2 is harder than it is in pretty much any other Total War game, especially early on. The castle walls are really durable. You've got all sorts of nonsense going on in terms of units being able to just sort of shrug off missile fire heading towards castle walls, and the people on the castle walls can just rain down a ridiculous volume of fire. So it becomes much more difficult. One of the things I always thought was odd about this game is just how fast enemy units move. Or all units move. Okay, so we got our units in, wonder what's happening to this unit. These guys are just getting their asses handed to them. Okay, let's, actually, let's do these guys in first. And that broke them pretty quickly. I think one of their units must be an armored sergeant unit or something.
Our men are winning the battle. Continue like this, and victory is ours. Only half the enemy general flees, like the coward he is.
Oh, good.
We have broken the enemy army.
Okay, it looks like we
Now
managed to
it is
win
time
this
to
one
crush
pretty
the
quickly.
Schwein.
Now we're going to end the
The
battle
Reich
here. We lost
shows its
63 men,
obvious
mostly from
superiority
that one
through
unit that just
victory.
got its ass handed to it for no good reason. Let's see.
Glory to the Reich.
We do control the
Honor
settlement
and
now. Let's go
glory
ahead
to
and
the Reich.
sack another settlement. I like sacking settlements. And these are, after all, just, let's see here. No, this guy's not very good. Okay, let's reject him. He's not good enough for our daughter. Our daughter only gets the best of men, whatever's, princes, whatever those guys are. Okay, so we now own Florence, which again needs all the upgrades because rebels are assholes and they don't upgrade anything. Okay, so we got an upgrade set up there, we got one set there. Just go through all our cities once more just to check out what we can build. We can build something in Hamburg. Let's go ahead and get the land clearance. Magdeburg. Land clearance there as well. We're going to want to eventually get the Boyer here. Lets you train peasant archers and it can be upgraded. Can build a mustering hall theoretically. It's just so bad. So bad. Okay, we could also build the leather tanner, upgrades armor to padded. That's mostly for archers and stuff like that. I'm not sure if we want a dedicated archery recruitment center right now though, so we're going to continue focusing on our economy just a little bit. We got a merchant over here though.
Mein Kaiser.
I think silver was worthwhile trading. No, not really. We're gonna have this guy go on an adventure, and that's gonna be our scout.
No further today, I'm afraid, Kaiser.
This way we'll know what the hell's going on the map here. Now, over here, I would still love
Mein
to be
Kaiser.
able to trade with French.
At once, Kaiser.
It's another...
Resting
It's the
here,
Flemish.
Kaiser.
Let's see, and you...
Yeah,
Let's go
very
this way,
well.
actually.
This Fräulein needs her rest.
Spies are much
Kaiser.
better at scouting. It should be
Yeah, on my way.
pretty
I
evident
shall
just looking at
continue
them
tomorrow.
how much better they are.
my friend.
Kaiser.
Now, we can probably attack Prague right now. They've got some decent units, though. I can't see them right now, but if I had the
come
spies
on.
around here, I could definitely see them. We're going to go ahead and hire these mercenary spearmen again. And, let's see here. We got
Kaiser.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come on.
Might be necessary to try and recruit these guys, but they're really expensive. Let's see what we got for
We
siege
shall
weapons. We've
defeat
got
them
our
for you,
2
my
rams.
Kaiser.
I kind of want to take this guy, this city now, so we're going to actually save before we do this, because I'm doing something that's rather foolish. And again, you should never actually attack. You should never actually attack a fortress in this game, if you can help it. Now we've got an advantage, a distinct advantage in the balance of power, but we're actually going to fight this
For
one
honor,
out since it's
for
not
the
quite
Reich.
as pronounced as the other one that we did. And we've got 2 battering rams, so if nonsense happens and it burns down, we'll still have one. Okay, this is perfect. It's raining right now, and it's raining quite heavily, in fact, so we're going to be able to walk our units right into the front gate here. Let's get these guys, keep them back here-ish. We're going to actually drop this one. That's how confident I am. This is going to work out perfectly fine. No problems. It's going to be amazing. We're all going to just go out for cake after we take this fortress, because they're not going to be able to burn it down. And we're going to kill all these troops on the wall here. Nothing bad is going to happen to us whatsoever. So if you look at this, the way this game works is, if there are troops deployed along this wall here, then these towers count as manned. If there is no one on the wall, then the towers do not count as manned. So long as these towers are manned, my units are going to be taking constant fire from his guys, and they can fire flaming arrows if they want as well. Here we can see more units being rushed up there. Those guys are Slav levies, that's fine. Let's see here, armored sergeants. These guys are the tough guys. They're going to be hard for me to break past. Now, I have to batter down his door before my units can really do it. Oh, there's crossbow militia here too. That's fantastic. Okay, so we're going to want to potentially get our units moving up soon, because there's so many of these guys dead now that I'm a bit worried that I'm not going to actually have troops to punch through. Theoretically, this would be a good time to have had some other types of artillery to move in with, but it's also hard to get in with the things that you want. Okay, let's start firing these armored sergeants, since these crossbow
Our men
militia
have
are
reached
just
the
assholes.
gate with the battering ram.
Okay. Now these guys are theoretically going to start battering away at the doors. It's a little bit buggy sometimes, so it takes a while sometimes. Good. 7% per hit, so it's going to take a little bit of battering.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
These guys, as you can see, I can't actually arc my arrows properly over to hit these guys, so not ideal. I'm going to lead the charge with our mercenaries here, because they've got slightly higher stats.
Wunderbar. The gates have fallen.
Wonderbar indeed.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Okay, we're gonna start getting troops in here. And it's still going to be a little bit tricky actually getting in. Let's keep attacking those missiles.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Managed to get a good enough charge against these Bohemian rebels here.
Our men are winning the battle. Continue like this, and victory is ours!
Not actually sure how he came to that conclusion because we are bottlenecked pretty damn badly. With a lot of missile units shooting down at us.
These walls now belong to the Empire.
Okay, we're pushing through here. I want to get my general to sort of head towards the central courtyard. As you can see, when I push through like this, he sort of disrupts their formation quite a bit. He disrupts my own formation quite a bit as well, but I'm trying to just break through a little bit. Now these guys are just about out of our way here. Okay, so we want to get units up there if we can, onto the battlements. As you can see, the battlements are really good protection against our arrows. We've only killed a couple of their archers and crossbowmen. Crossbowmen have decent armor as well, so it's not like they're that easy to kill.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Okay, so let's get those guys up there. Okay, we should be able to go through the Slavic levy pretty easily. And it looks like now that we've got melee troops up there, we're clearing through the battlements pretty quickly. As you can see, those archers and crossbowmen are not designed for this kind of fight. As they stand on the wall and vibrate. Alright. So rain is a perfect kind of weather for this sort of engagement. Oh yeah, let's get those guys there. Now one of the things I can do sort of is set up my archers in the back there. And what they'll be able to do is, oh, some of our men are running. Back in the fight, you assholes.
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong, and the enemy will be defeated.
What's going on up there? Are those archers actually going to beat you guys? It's actually possible. Like these guys, spear militia, are pretty weak.
Thank the Lord! Our men have slain the enemy general.
Oh, good. Okay, with him gone, this should be a much easier battle. Start moving troops up those walls. And let's start moving our general over to the town center. The reason we're going to move our general to the town center is that if he starts rallying any troops there, could be potential problems. Let's try and get our general back. He's having some difficulties here. Oh, we lost another unit. These crossbowmen on this roof here are really going to work on my guys that I send up there. Which is really weird. It might be because these guys are less tired than my guys. Actually, no, I think it's also because we're getting shot at by the towers as we're advancing. See if we can run down these peasant archers as we go here.
My lord, we have lost half the army. Our men are winning the battle. Continue like this, and victory is ours!
All we got left here is some peasant archers. Looks like our mercenaries broke as well. Let's see. Yeah, all our troops have decided to run against those Slavic levies and crossbow militia. That's
The
hilarious.
enemy has lost half his army.
The enemy only just lost half his army? What the hell's going on here?
Mein lord! We have lost control of the city.
Gonna have to charge my general in here. Aim our archers at the guys in the back here. I would like to be able to cycle charge here, but I don't think we're going to be able to. Let's try and get these mercenary spearmen in here. It's going to be a long walk, though. They ran quite a distance.
Behold how our cowardly foe...
and
Today
that's
we
a
claim
That
victory
was
for the Empire.
a really close victory. Average victory. Fantastic. Not the kind I like, but I'm not really sure why our unit started routing that. That was very different. Alright, and that's Prague in our hands now.
The enemies of the Reich have met their doom. Mwah! It was useless to resist the Kaiser.
Yeah, let's go ahead and sack Prague as well. Let's see here. Go ahead and build a road, and that will be that for now. Let's see, this guy looks like he's expanded his retinue, so let's see what he's got
Who
here.
to crush, Kaiser?
Sword bearer, he's intelligent, he's severe, he's reserved. Promising commander, winning first, so he's got some dread going for him. Harder to bribe, 2% bonus on tax income. Nice. And a sword retainer, +1 to personal security. Okay. So I got some interesting things for this guy. Because that was a pretty big battle to win. Let's get rid of these guys. And can't retrain anything yet. Could get some more mailed knights. That might be a good idea. Let's check to see if we have any missions. Not right now. This looks like a good time to stop off then. Anyway,
Kaiser.
I hope you found this enjoyable. Looking back at an old game, this is really bringing me back at just how much the series has sort of changed and improved in the past few years. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and as always, I hope to see you all next time.
Mein Kaiser.